Hey guys, this is Larry here, and well, I've told some people that I would never start a new account just to show the basics of Castle Clash, but I decided to, well, just do weird and start to do it. So, this is an account I've been hanging around a while, and it's actually Smurf of mine, which is in Zen, being vice leader, so I can still accept people into Zen when I'm in Zendo actually. Um, and this is my altar, and as you can see, I have prepared 5 heroes. It's a triple legendary account, it's a free account, of course, as you can see right here. So I have been a little bit lucky, but I've been having this account since well, around November already, so it has a lot of maintenance games it rolled. It's Snowzilla with a 1-on-5 Stone Skin and 3-on-9 Snowball Fight, a Thunder God with Scorch and 2-on-9 Thunderstorm, and Champion with Scatter, which is really useless talent, and 2-of-9 Stormhammer. And then I have Engineer and Angel, Engineer being by far the best ordinary around. 3-on-5 Revitalize, which is quite good in the Marina probably, and Lava Burst 2 out of 9, and it already does 150% area of effect damage, which is quite nice. And Angel with Revive and 2 out of 9 heal, because, well, every skill is better at 2 of 9 than 1 of 9. So I actually did that. So this is where I'm at, and I just want to show the pure start of an account. I have a second army camp, and I have built a tower, and I also have built the hero bases, but not much more than that. And I just want to tell that it's not bad to build these gold mines, because the first ones only add 3 might, and they still produce the basic production of 2000, which only goes up a small amount when you upgrade them, but the basic amount of production is actually worth it in my opinion. Especially when you are logged off and you log on, you just want to have this tiny bit of startup resources, so you don't need to worry about that. But I don't recommend them leveling them up. It's fun to have them around, and it's more buildings to be able to play with. And then you have these vaults, and these vaults are actually quite important because you need to be able to store the gold and the mana for upgrades. So you always want to build those, and you also want to upgrade those. Then you have a couple of miscellaneous buildings. So we have the army camps, which are not really miscellaneous. And I can actually build the third one right now. And you want to keep those at 1 if you want to keep low might, because they, as the same as the gold mines, they start at a really high value and only go up by a small margin when you upgrade them. So that's not really worth it. I also am not going to upgrade troops, because when you upgrade troops they will add a lot of might. I am going to upgrade the first tier, because that's going to give me free achievement, which gives me free gems. And you can also see that my might will go up from there. So it's now 4 out of 417, and when I upgrade my vaults right here, which I actually want to do because I want to be able to upgrade my town hall right here after I start off some raids. You know what, let's do some raids. First we start into the dungeon, because the dungeon is really important. Wait, I do need to build, this is quite important, because I only have 3 hero bases right now, and I need all 5 of them, and I can only build 4 right now. And that is why you want your town hall at level 7, because you can build that 5th hero base at that point. So we will wait till we can build our 4th hero base and then build from there our 5th hero base. So what's the point when you start a new account? You don't have these legendaries, of course. I mean, I have them because I was lucky and I had them around for a while, but most of the time you only have Executioner, which is the hero everyone starts around with, this big guy, which is actually a good hero, but I consumed him because I just want to go with ordinaries and legendaries, because ordinaries don't add as much might and legendaries are by far the strongest heroes in the game anyway. So if you have a hero that isn't that good, you don't want them to add too much might, at least not in the beginning. You do want that at the later stages of the game. So you have this tower here and you don't need to build those until you want to start farm wave B, let's say, but that's only when you level your heroes to level 40 plus. So we can build our hero base right now. Let's build that one. And let's see what we can build here. Walls and bombs, we don't want to build those yet. So let's upgrade some more stuff because we don't want our builders to sit still. Let's equip our air base with Engineer, 3 and 5 Revitalize, and let's see how strong our heroes are at level 1. So this is the first base in the dungeon. It's really nothing actually, it's just pure annihilation. So yeah, this is actually the start of starting a new account. Of course, if you are watching this video, you already started an account and you want to restart. But starting a new account is always a bit boring and it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So you can see now we already have 1047 might, which is a damn lot, and that came first of all from leveling our heroes, because when you level them up to the first level, to level 2, they start to add base might, which actually can be seen at these air bases. So it's 200 might for my Snowzilla only, and you can see that it's 1000 might, which is a lot, and that also means that when I'm not going to do anything from here, I'm going to fall behind on my might. But that isn't going to happen, of course, because I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to do the next dungeon and make sure my guys are actually leveling. So let's see. We just drop them at random points. We don't care about the toughness of this dungeon because it's not a tough dungeon. So yeah, what I'm going to do in this, I'm going to do a series, of course, because I'm not just showing you what to build and what not. I'm going to do a series of me playing on this account, of course. We don't need to watch the arena, by the way, in the first couple of times, because I saved up 60k of honor badges, and when I want to do boss battlings, and that delivers me a lot of honor badges too, so I'm not in honor badge trouble anytime soon. But when you start an account, you need to watch your might, because you don't want your might to grow too fast, and you can actually see this is already 1000, and for the heroes I have now, it's way too low. So I need to let's buy a restoration first before we go into... Oh, we do want to upgrade restoration, by the way, because restoration is a survival spell and we still can't do it. So we need to upgrade Relic Hall, and we can start upgrading our hero bases, I think. But we want to actually get some survivability in raids, because raiding is all about surviving longer and longer. And we're going to use our Snowzilla as a tank, because Snowzilla is a pretty tanky hero, and we can use Engineer. Come on, work, don't hang on. Yes, and we want to use Engineer and Thunder God as heroes that are really survivable, and my Thunder God is probably going to die. Yes, but at level 3 he is reviving really quick, so I can't really care much about it, just as I can't care about my Guardians, because they are spawned in like 10 seconds or so. So in the start you just want to dump all your troops, and most of the time make sure your heroes survive, so you always start out with troops and then drop your heroes, which isn't really tough to ask. So you can see Thunder God is already revived. That's how quick it actually goes. So now I can upgrade my restoration, and it's going to take me 30 minutes. And you also don't want to upgrade too much magic. There's one general rule in Castle Clash, and that is everything you do adds might. And the only things you want to do to add might are leveling your heroes, leveling your faults, leveling your hero bases, leveling your talents, leveling your skills, and leveling the magic you want to use for raiding. So that's in the start only restoration, and when you level up your relic hall to a high enough level, it's restoration and guardian angel, but you don't want to upgrade guardian angel actually. But I'm going to talk about that later. So what I'm going to do now is just do a couple more raids, because I want to gather some gold. And we're going to repeat that a lot of times, because we want to upgrade. And this is a developed base, probably someone who didn't play actually. Whee! All the troops! Let's have some fun. Let's destroy some buildings. It's like all the fun over again when I started to play this game. I've played a lot of base building games before Castle Clash. I started off with Backyard Monsters. I don't know if you know it, but it's kind of the prequel of most of these games. It's actually one of the first, I think. Of course not the true first, because the true first probably was even better than that, but or even crappier than Backyard Monsters. Backyard Monsters was actually quite advanced for the fact that base building wasn't really developed a lot yet. So we're almost at 60k gold. And let's take a quick look at our heroes. They're all level 8. We still need to level them. Oh, our Snowzilla died. He shouldn't be having to tank. And Ordinary died really quick because Ordinary doesn't have much health. Think I'm having a bit trouble of too much Guardians, too much of those little soldiers walking around. You can see all the graves right there, and it's all sacrificing. They all sacrifice themselves to just make sure that you have your fun. But as you can see, they're almost already revived because I'm rating at such a low level. We get gems, free gems, guys. It's the reason why you want to just make sure that you do everything every day to get gems from the free gems, which are really crucial if you're free to play, and from all the achievements are right here. If you're free to play, those are your main resources to get that third builder, to get more heroes. I'm actually not going to roll for heroes on this account because I have Thunder God and I have Snowzilla and I have Champion, and the only one I need yet is Druid, which I really want, and I'm going to show you that right now. Legend, and that's right here. You want this hero because Druid is actually the master of the game, and for Arena you want Succubus, or for Rage you want Paladin. For that, Ninja isn't really worth it, and you can also go to the Grizzly Reaper if you're a shard farming monster, but I don't think I'm going for that. I think I'm going to farm for Druid and then just leave it at leveling up my skills, because Engineer is good enough for heavy monsters and raiding, and I don't want to actually do Arena. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up. As you can see, I'm already doing this for 18 minutes, so it's getting a bit long. What I'm going to do is just give a quick update every day on just a subject of starting out, and the main thing about starting out is that you keep your might low and only focus on your heroes. You are only starting out with Executioner. I know that stuff, but if you are going to gather all the free gems you can, which you can do right here at Tell Your Friends, you get 100 gems for that, and when you go to the free gems button right here, you can do a free gem offer, a Tapjoy offer. Just install a random application, you get around 10 gems for that, and you can achieve another achievement which says buy gems, and then you get like 100 more gems, and from those starting 300 gems you can roll heroes and you can get the starter account, or you can just ask around or participate in giveaways on YouTube or something for a good starter account with some heroes. Just make sure that when you start out, don't level anything of these mines. Only keep them at level 1, because at level 1 they will still produce like 2000 an hour, which isn't bad for starting out. And you have this town hall. You only need to level it to level 7, because then you get that 5th hero base, and from that 5th hero base you are good to go for at least till level 60, because then you can start to think about building these kind of things that add might and upgrade your camps for Airby monsters and get better troops, because all those troops add a lot of might, and um, I'm thinking about just leveling my heroes up, and when I'm ready for it, just go for the ground troop tier, because as you can see, I have a lot of area of effect heroes. I have Engineer and Snowzilla, which are both ranged and area of effect, and I have Champion and Thunder God, which are stunning and area of effect, and I have Angel, which means that everything is either ranged or like stunning, and it means that I'm in need of a real kind of rush strategy. So I don't have heroes like Pumpkin Duke, I don't have heroes like Assassin or Ninja, and I'm not going to get those. And I just want something to be able to rush into it and be able to get some of the aggro away from my heroes, and the ground tier actually is quite good for that, and it's actually the only tier I haven't played around with a lot. I have Gravens on. I don't use Gravens much anyway, but I have the Shotgun Dwarfs I use on my main account, and I'm using Centaurs on my other Smurf, and I'm using Ornithopters, I'm using Griffins sometimes, not much. But I want to play around with Savage Ogres, it just sounds so awesome. But don't level those troops till you think you are ahead of the might, and this little nasty stuff, you don't want it to get too high. You just want your heroes to be able to handle your might. So you can check the might here at your hero bases. It says 179, and it says for Thunder God it says 180, and it says for Engineer it says 117, and for Snowzilla it says 237. I think a good thumb rule for keeping your heroes at the good pace is making sure that your heroes make up at least 75% of your might, because that means that your heroes are able to take care of anything that comes across your path. So just be sure to regularly check this stuff and make sure this doesn't get too high. So that's for today, and I'm probably going to update by this weekend, so not tomorrow, because tomorrow I have busy and Friday I'm busy. So I'm going to update in the weekend, and the first thing I'm going to talk about is the dungeons and getting shards, because getting shards is really important, and you can also get shards right here at Herbie Monsters, but that's reserved for later. So dungeon talk for the next shorter video on starting an account. So see you later, and remember to stay zen.